But yo, RimWorld's a fun time. It's could be frustrating though. Gonna do all the RimWorld DLCs. Is the new DLC out? The biotech stuff? I heard about that. I just don't know enough about it. Like if it's out, if it's gonna come out soon, things like that. It comes out tomorrow. Ooh, exciting times. Exciting times. Biotech's gonna be cool. Does it introduce reproduction between pawns? Is that gonna be a thing now? I think I read something about that, right? I'm not 100% sure, though. That sounds like it's going to be a game changer for the RimWorld community, if it does do something like that. It does seem scary. Yeah, you have an easier time ramping up now. Like, the number of colonists you're going to be able to have. I could see that becoming a challenge when it comes to managing the wealth values for the raid sizes. But yo, sounds like it's going to be a fun time. Thanks again for the raid, Max. And of course, if you're not familiar, what we're doing right now is we're going to be trying to hit 100 dupes today. We're going to be grabbing every dupe that we can from the printing pod. Unless we get something like, 7 Paku, 8 Paku, maybe the shovel eggs. Outside of that, I'm just going to grab dupes. We're not going to pass on anyone. And we're going to try to reach 100 today if we can. So we're trying to scale up the food production. We're trying to get some arbitraries for some of the other things we need, like dirt for mealwood, because that's going to be the easiest food source for us to actually manage for the 100 dupes. And we want to try to scale everything up right now. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. And we're going to be doing all achievements. I am missing a good amount, but I want to wait till we get a lot of dupes first. Because there's some of them that's going to be a meme. Job suitability. For 10 cycles in a row, have every duplicate in the colony complete at least one chore while wearing an exosuit. I'm going to do that after I get to 100. So, it's going to be fun times. It's going to be fun times. Get a room. I got to build that still. I got to get a gassy move. 0 Kelvin's going to be easy once we make a liquid hydrogen. Space race. That's not going to be too bad. Research is going to be required. Space race. Ooh, nowhere to go. We could do that pretty soon. I will have to ranch other critters. Ooh, yeah. And then I need 4 nature reserves. Okay, that's not too bad. We already can have substantial count using micro-raz from Quest Minimap and Psychic Lances with the more guaranteed result. Fuan knows about the RimWorld. Well, I did all achievements, but would not want to do job suitability 100 dupes. Honestly, I agree. Job suitability 100 dupes seems like mad, but honestly, it's like that might be the only other achievement that might be challenging at this point. Otherwise, I just kind of beat the game in like 3-4 streams. Like realistically, that's probably what will happen if I don't gun for something like that. That's kind of insane. I actually need to do... Yeah, we need to do the ladders first before I debate myself. But sure, raid at high difficulty is a thing. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I have a strat in mind, but it requires a lot of cleared space because I need to have 100 dupes working on it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to have all the dupes do the things. But thank you so much for the raid once again, Max. Make sure to check him out, guys. Drop him a follow. They do a lot of clay games. And a lot of simulation management as well. Alright. So, we were making space to tame the gold volcano. And I could probably do something like that. And then we'll make some more space soon. I have to probably crack into the aluminum biome right here. And then I don't know if I want to do the power generation yet. There's a lot of things that are going to require power, so I'm thinking I do this sooner than later. I also need to do my hydrogen vent tamer. I honestly don't want to deal with that, though, because it's going to be like a lot of space up top. And I'm not a fan of that. Because that means my ladder here has to be relocated, which is fine. We could relocate the ladder a little bit to the left. Yeah, I think we have to do that. We're going to prepare. So we'll mine out this part right here, and then we will start trimming out and relocating the ladder so that we have space for the hydrogen vent tamer. and then it's going to feed into a storage box probably on the right side, because then we're going to have the generator brick right here. Oh, I feel you with that, Fluon. Yeah, you got to play colony sim, not raid sim. I feel that. I feel that. The raids, man, they become too much. Oh, there we go. It's working now. The chlorine is crushing. Let's go. All right, hopefully we're not pumping that out, though. Keep it as O2. Two more seeds. Nice. The pips are digging through. Can't be mad. I will also need a ethanol factory. It's probably going to be at the bottom. Oh, that's genius. We could make it so that Sweepy picks up all the trees, drop it off to a loader, and the loader immediately moves it to a chute and it falls down. And then we capture all the lumber on one tile, and then we sweep that into the ethanol distillers. That way I don't have to waste material on having rail go all the way down. So we just would have a loader and then just dump it out immediately. Oh, that's a strat, man. We just use gravity to transport the lumber. Dispenser will work too. Oh, that's true. Dispenser works too. Don't even need a loader. Auto sweeper dispenser. Yeah. We use the power of gravity to have the lumber fall to the bottom. Strats. Yeah, that's going to be smart. That does mean, though, I need to make sure that maybe we do the ethanol like right here. Because we could just pick it up from here. Maybe. I'm thinking, because it's like I might want to respace this out for pinch of pepper nuts. That's what I'm thinking right now. Oh, wait, what? Where's the water coming from? Oh, ice is melting, probably. Yep, it's on this floor. Got some more ice on the ground. Oh, we have a dupe. Take the plant murderer. Okay. Feels bad, man. Looks like we're taking a plant murderer. Oh, this guy's also a plant murderer, but he's worse because he's a bottomless stomach. This guy has style, so we got to take Ren. He looks good. Gravity tech, yeah, man. Gravity tech is impressive. I feel like that might be one of the least utilized natural strats in Oni when it comes to like experienced players dealing with like automation. They tend to not forget but omit that as a option. Maybe that's just me though, you know? Maybe that's just me. Because I really don't use gravity to just drop stuff to transport it. But gravity tech, man, it's real. Alright, so we have a lot of water. Autosave lag, let's wait for that first. We gotta trim this down to 20%. It has germs. This has germs as well, feels bad. So a little bit too much water came out when it wasn't supposed to. Okay, so we're taking dupes, and I think we are going to build a power setup. So we're going to have to mine into this area right now. Let's also keep mining out this to relocate the ladder. And then let's see what we want to do here. So we would deconstruct this tile, and then we would mine kind of like this. That would literally be what we would want to do. It's a little bit warm here, so us mining this open is going to cool everything down. Some of the ice is melting immediately. Holy crap. Alright, we're going to get a lot of water falling down. Deconstruct these as well. Let the heat soak into the ice. Cool. Let's keep mining that out. Excellent fruit. Let's not allow them to eat the unperishables anymore. We also... yeah, they're not eating meat. Cooked fish only. No paku fillets. Gotta make sure the list is consistent. I guess they could eat lettuce if they like salads, bristleberries as well, because we're not growing this. Oh, they're not allowed to eat meal lice. That's illegal. Gotta eat the pickled stuff. And then, yeah, we don't have tofu. Barbecue and cooked seafood is kind of the name of the game. And look at this guy, Citrus the Wizard. He's working good. You know what I want to do, actually, really quick? Let's look at the Primo Garbs. We have one right now. Alright, so this is the snazzier red suit. So I'm a D20 in chat. And this is a 8. So, in this list... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Clash Doppel gets the snazzier suit. Nice. We gotta pass out the Primo Garbs. I might as well start making some nice suits for the dupes as well, with a newer Fashionator. Does that actually cost power? Oh, it does! Aw, that sucks. Why does this use power, dude? Oh, man. We'll probably put it on this line, because we're not utilizing it for everything at the same time right now. So, let's mine this out, and then we'll put the Clothing Refashionator here, because it's going to be temporary use. The Suit Forge is not going to be utilized right now. Same with the Rock Crusher. So we should be fine. Let them mine, let them take care of business. I don't know how wide I want this to be yet, though. Alright, we mine that. So, if this is going to be insulated tiles here, and then we want a space gap, and then it moves all the way to the right, I probably keep this as a ladder going up and down. I could move it over a little bit more, though. So the Neurovacillator just chills right there. So let's use plastic ladders. So... 1, 2, 3. Let's have a little bit of space before that. So let's just go randomly right here. And then let's have tiles work out to that. Let's remove the tiles here. Alright, that's going to be for now. This got mined out pretty good. 1, 2. We want to deconstruct the tiles. And then I want to deconstruct the door. Oh, they took out the deconstruct building. The button. Alright, we'll submit battle scan once we're ready. Oh, what? Crushed ice? It melted and re-solidified immediately? Ooh, that fall. Hey, now can we deconstruct this? Thank you. Alright, so we just need to mine out the ice. Feels bad, man. Mind if I ask an unrelated question? Sure. Go ahead, man. What's the question? What is the question, Xenosci? Alright, so this is good. Let's mine this out. And then from here, we need to trim it like this. This side, though, we'll just keep it like that. Have to climb up anyways. Is there a way to turn off a saltwater geyser easily? Yes. So one of the easiest ways is self-submerge, right? So if you have a geyser and you want to turn it off, just build walls on the side. And then once it gets covering the geyser, it stops producing because it's overpressured. So that would be the easiest way. So you could easily just build a box like that. And then once it pressurizes, you just seal it up. So you don't have to worry about the heat leaking out as well. That'd probably be the easiest way, because all geysers have a overpressure point where they stop producing resources because they're overpressured. So you could do that with pretty much any geyser. Cool steam vents is another one you could probably pressurize by just sealing it up. Any water geyser does the same thing. Glass furnace plumbing trick, that's a little bit more of a hassle, but that is possible. 100%. You could also do something jank like if you have sand above the geyser, right? It perfectly lines up. Just let the sand fall on top of it and tomb it. That's another thing. If you have debris that could fall down, that's probably the easiest way. But that has to be luck with how the sand has to be on those tiles, right? Just dig it, and the sand plops on top. Oh, it's entombed. Can't produce. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. Dr. Duckling, I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hope that helps those Xenosci. Let me know if you have any other questions. They're working, they're working. We'll have to leave this platform here. Oh yeah, looks like I'm lucky then. I was wondering if there was blocking tech. There is blocking tech, but the blocking tech is usually only for the geysers that have hot temperatures. The easiest thing to do is find a temp shift plate resource that converts itself into another element. So you could use coal, because coal actually becomes refined coal at 276. So on the metal volcanoes, on the regular volcanoes, you could actually just build a temp shift plate with a material like coal. You could even use something like, is there another material? Clay? I think does the same thing. It turns into ceramic. Well, that's 900 though. Yeah, glass furnace plumbing is blocking tech. That is too. That is too. I'm not a fan of the glass furnace tech because it's like, man, that's 1200 watts. And it's really hot, and it's like you have to build that right there. But basically, you would just build a temp shift plate if you already have the resource right behind it, and it entombs it too. How would that one work? You basically build glass, because when you build a glass forge, right? Glass forge. When you build the glass forge, you make something called molten glass. Molten glass is really hot, and it solidifies into a solid at 1126. So a lot of the times you would basically, there's a trick where if you keep the liquid glass inside of a pipeline, right? And then you use the plumbing on that pipeline with molten glass in it, it becomes a solidified tile. But the problem with that is that you kind of have to have tempered pipes or have ceramic pipes at the bare minimum, because otherwise you might get damaged pipes from that happening, and then it doesn't become a tile like that. Or you could also do something similar where you put slime or algae on this tile on the ground with a dispenser, right? And then you have it there, and then you drip the glass on top of this, so it burns the algae or slime into dirt, and then it entombs the geyser again. Yeah, saltwater geysers are too chilly, 100%. But yeah, that's basically the idea. There's a lot of different ways though, so you know, pick and choose whatever it's convenient for you, and it's up to you. There's no bad way of doing it. It just comes down to preference and what you have readily available. But yeah, you have options. Do what's you think it's best, man. We got you, Xenosci. Glass somehow forms a tile at greater than 10 grams. Pipe it through the tile you want to form a block. Plumb it out. Control the volume with a liquid valve. There's a lot of weird strats like that, though. But yeah, it just depends on the planet you're starting on and what kind of tech you're already invested in. Okay, we'll do the gold later. I want to get the power up and running really quick. So at this point, we jump from the bottom. And we could mine all this out. Okay, cool. I do want to get to this, though. So, jump down. 1, 2, 3. 3, and then I don't get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be fine. So now we want to do our layers. So I don't know where I want this to start. That's the problem. Because we're going to do a layer of insulated tiles, but I think we want to liquid lock into this, which makes the most sense. And then if I do want to have it here, I want to have a little bit of space for a ladder pole. I mean, a fire pole. So I want to do a 3-space gap. And then it's going to be a modified version of the setup, I guess. Or we have to liquid lock a lot lower. And then we just have everything else kind of in between. We're going to use airflow for this, probably. No, we probably want to use regular tiles. No, it's probably mesh, because we're going to have... Well, no, it depends on the layer, right? I think we do airflow. We're going to have a lot of iron, so I'm not really that worried. So the top level is probably going to be hydrogen. And then we have natural gas. That is also 3 tall. 3 tall, yeah. So we'll only do those 2 for now. I don't know if I want to do petroleum in the same room. Just because it creates CO2. Oh, he's going to be stuck soon. Don't get stuck, man. Oh, they're going to be stuck soon. Actually, they already are stuck. Mine, boys. We need you mining. Don't suffocate. Y'all got this. They're actually going to suffocate. My god. Okay. This guy's actually really stuck. He's free now. Come on, Gun Griffin. Get out of there. Hey, there it is. He's alive. So I do think I want to have a little bit of space here. So it wants to be like that. 1, 2, 3. So I should ideally do something like this. We could use this as a travel space. We move the ladder across to here. Fire pole, move the transformer, which is not going to be that bad. And then we have hydrogen, and then we have natural gas. We pressurize it with oxygen, and then we have to have space at the bottom to pump up the liquids. So I tried 4-layer liquid for petroleum gen, not enough liquid to prevent CO2 displacement. Tried 999 kilograms per tile of hydrogen. Gets displaced by CO2. Damn. So it's, no matter what happens, it's going to happen. So guaranteed things in life. Death, taxes, and CO2 from a petroleum jet. Feels weird, man, but hey, at least we know now. There will always be CO2. Feels bad, man. Oh, it's already being deconstructed. Okay, cool. Alright, so this actually lines up a little bit. I do want to continue mining this though, so we'll do that. And then I think we do the entrance at the bottom. I feel like having it up top makes the most sense, but we actually don't get that design unless I do this. Which means I do that, and I do it like that. This works, though. That's the problem, is that it works. I'm just kind of mad that it works. Oh, they died in a sandbox, dude. Come on, man. You could have brushed in some oxalite, man. You could have saved them and chose not to. Napolini's, man. You gotta treat the dupes better. Oh, we can't deliver sand here anymore. We need the ladder. This is probably not sieving. Oh no, it's probably not. It's not even waiting. I once placed this gens, so they're upper 2 tiles above the map wall. So I got P water flowing freely, and CO2 is vented to space immediately. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I see you over there with the strats flow on. Science greater than Dupes. Feels bad, man. Sacrifices were made. Alright, so I probably make this a little bit wider to the right. Now, if I make the hydrogen setup here, the problem I think I run into is that we store the gas. I want a walking path directly into it. That's ideally what I want, a walking path. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's actually here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is actually a tile set. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's here. That's, I think, what we want. And then we could go here to go across, which means I have to go all the way down to here. If I do a design like that, I think what that means is that yeah, okay, I think I get it. I think this means that we have to do a tall design and not a wide one. Okay. So I do want 6 different gens on each setup. So 6 natural gas, 6 hydrogen. We want hydrogen to be the first one because we have a stockpile. And then we have a geyser for that as well. So we're going to have a storage for that design, which is not going to be that bad. And then that means the design's going to be weird because we could fit 3 on each level, but then we also need to put the power control station to utilize it, right? So it's going to be a little bit weird how we have to design this. I'm thinking that we have to have ladders everywhere to go up and down on the levels. This happens to be 3, 3, 3, 3. Is it? 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh my god, it is. It's exactly 3, 3, 3, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's exactly 12 gens right there. Oh man, I think I want to do 3 per level and then use the bottom level just to catch P water. So we'll do it like that. So let's argue that we're going to have airflow tiles above this, and then we're going to have ladders here. We'll probably have to have a door like right here in most cases, or maybe even move it to here so that it lines up with everything else. And then this is going to be chilling out the room. We need 4, so it's 12. It's up to here, which means I probably have tiles like that. No, it's probably 1 tile over because we want that 1 space gap so that we could have a room setup like this. 1, 2 for the power control station. Right? The power plant, it's 96 tiles. So this is going to be 1 room, 2 rooms, and then we just catch the water at the bottom. I think that's actually going to have to be the play. Let's pull this out. We'll do it like that so we know the shape. That's up to here as well. Alright, so we got to build this. This ladder is probably going to go all the way down as well. That has to happen, I think. And new printables. We will... everyone's single interest. Single interest? I'm taking the guy with mechatronics. That's pretty baller. For no reason, he just has mechatronics. Alright, I think this is going to be the layout we're going to eventually settle with. So it does mean we'll have to have a liquid lock right here in the entrance. Feeding into that. The liquid lock is probably going to have to be like this then. And then this lines up like that. Yeah, that's probably going to be how it has to work. And then we'll have to mine out the rest of this. And then after that, we'll seal this up so that we'll maintain the bottom half of the ice biome. Even though it's melting into here already. Maintaining it does nothing for us. You're still taking the first one. We'll fix that soon, though. We'll fix that soon. Dupes constantly idle. Dupes constantly sweeping. Oh, the pips died. No eggs. We got to move some new pips in, man. I think at some point we might have to start breeding pips. Because we have to do Critter Whisperer, right? In and of itself. That's one thing we have to do anyways. Saltwater Stabilize, that's not bad. We'll make some more steel. And we could probably dump this pool of water down. So I'll probably want to do this. And then mine that out. Dumps into here, spills into here. It's a good time. Why is this guy angry? Let's wrangle him. Hopefully no one gets beat up. This guy as well. Oh, there's another guy here? Dude, there's a crab army? Jesus Christ. Yo, wrangle the crabs. Wrangle the crabs. They're gonna beat us up. Alright, we're waiting for... Yeah, there is seeds here, so he's doing good. No more seeds. He could grab that planet if he wants to. We'll give him time to make a decision. Alright, so I do need to deconstruct these tiles. That's for sure. Mine these out as well. Okay, this is coming down to here. I will start doing this chunk. And then we got to do the top chunk. I don't think you're going to get to 69 dupes today. Dude, it's been 2 hours, yeah. We're trying to. We'll try to get as much as we can. We'll try to get as much as we can, Mr. Cthulhu. You're right. I will have to keep the game on 3x speed as well. Our calories are prepared. Our oxygen is prepared. We're making some more centralized power right now. Shouldn't take too long, but, you know, there's a lot of things we gotta do. We should mine this out as well from the left side. We'll do the best we can, though. We'll do the best we can. If we can, that'll be great. If we can't, hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to replace that with insulated as well. It's part of the strats. Dupes gotta get to work. Dupes gotta get to work. Oh, this is becoming thin oxygen now. Oh, because we're out of rust. Haha, we're out of rust. Okay, we gotta just mine this chunk out now. It's time. It is time, boys. It's time to mine out the rust biome right here. We might want to also relocate where we're generating the rust and all that now. Which should be fine. I have to mine through the rust eventually. And then the bathrooms are doing okay. This is filled up though. We need to mine some rust so we can do what we need to do. And we'll need this ladder as well, so we get started with the top half of stuff. A lot of soggy feet everywhere, but I think they're fine. They could tough it out. Wet socks, dude. It's not a good feeling, but it is what it is. Get to here. We need to trim this out from the top backwards. We'll eventually get to this. And then once we mine down to here, we need to mine this part. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is all mineable from the bottom. Very impressive, actually. The goal is 69 dupes. But we'll try our best. How long? I usually go through what? I usually go through what? Thinking about it. I go through 60 to 70 cycles in a day. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to add like 20, huh? Even if I play on 3x speed, I probably won't be able to get to 69, let alone get to 100 today. We'll have to prepare. We'll just have to do this across a couple of streams, adding to 100. Gotta mine it all. Gotta mine it all. Dupes are working. A lot of iron. Everything is looking good. Yes, a little bit more rust. We gotta keep on going, though. We'll have to keep this here, just to keep the reservoir, and we'll climb in from the bottom. Oh, we actually can't use the bottom layer. 4 at a time. It's generating again. Not bad, not bad. Everything's doing pretty good. Alright, so I do need to relocate this ladder, so we'll replace that with plastic right now. And then we'll start mining out the space underneath. This technically needs to be airflow as well. Alright, alright. More water is melting, it's fine. It's all gonna be okay. We'll burn through the rust. So I think we're gonna have to get rid of this soon. And we're probably gonna want to relocate it somewhere into here. This is a great pocket already. So I think we're gonna do that. So it's gonna be this space. And then we'll climb down backwards. There is meat here. Oh man, that's gonna rot. 3% per cycle. I could actually freeze that in time. There's a good chance. So we're probably gonna make a crusher design, just like this, somewhere here. And then we're gonna have another rusty oxidizer set up right here. Should be not too bad. We'll use both of this to heat up the rust biome. This does extend over to here. Maybe we do it back here instead. This is such a good pocket already, though. Oh, wow. We got that. Let's go. We could mine these two now. Still waiting on this. A lot of water spilling. I think we just let that drip now at this point. Mopping it up just waste my time for the dupes. Maybe if they're idle, I'll make them do it. Hello, what's going on, Puro 5? How are you? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good days today and a good Thursdays. But how are you? Iced tea is delicious, guys. The classic. Guys, people of chat, how do you guys feel about coffee? Yo, Mr. Pigeon coming in with the 35 months, almost 3 years. Yo, man. Mr. Pigeon, if we had a kid together, he's almost going to preschool, dude. 3 years, my God. I see you over there. Thank you so much, Mr. Pigeon. For the 3 years, welcome back to the city. Enjoy the emotes, the 20 dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the continued support. It's been a long time, man. It really has. Almost 3 years. Yo, man. 3 years is a long time, man. Thank you for the long-term support. Thank you so much for being part of the community, Mr. Pigeon. If you guys don't know Pigeon, this guy was Bronze League, Rocket League when I first met him. Now he's Diamond League Master Division, dude. This guy grew a lot in the last 3 years. He went from spamming nice shot every day to getting spammed night shot every day. I don't even play the game when I first subbed. Damn, was it that long ago? You weren't even playing Rocket League back then? Dude, is that memes? I thought you did, actually. I was memeing. I thought you played Rocket League before you even found the channel and all that. We are gonna take this guy's loud snore. It's not the business. Farm dig tiny. That's not bad. The operator might be good though. Shabby dresser. Take Ellie. I thought you did play Rocket League when you were first came to the channel, man. Because it's like I was like, man, this guy's probably played for a long time to develop the skills. Because I was playing Rocket League when I was playing with you, and I was like, this is tough. This is really tough, man. I don't know if I could do this. Oh wow! Since 2020. Oh, that's wild, man. Gotcha. Rocket League's tough, man. That's. I feel like I'm at the age where I need to stop playing skill-based games. Does anyone in chat feel me about that? Red9, what's good? I see you over there. Hi, hey. Good evening, ladies and gents. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Red9. Hope you're doing pretty good on this Thursday evening, afternoon, whatever it is, whatever time it is in your part of the world. We gotta mess up this Draco. So you're telling me that you were able to develop the skill set? That's impressive, man. I'm doing wonderful, thanks. Playing D4 beta. Oh, they have that out in beta already? How is that so far, man? At least not multiplayer ones. Yeah, at least not multiplayer ones. There's always someone that's better that's going to spam pog slides on your chat or GG easy, you know? Such is the ways of internet culture. Like you're always gonna get that, man. It'd be like that sometimes. You could totally still get to like champ if you played the game, dude. It sounds like you know Zach. Damn, I can't pronounce his last name. The guy from Hangover. That guy that was doing the card counting for blackjack. You know that scene where he has all the math equations, man? That's what I feel like it is when you're playing Rocket League. Trying to calculate the angle. If you tap left a couple more times, hit the ball. I can't dribble, dude. Dribbling is tough, man. And then it's like when I think back on basketball, it's like, man, that's the basics. You gotta learn how to dribble. You gotta learn how to control the ball. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands, man. That's the real part right there. Zagulophinakis. Galifianakis. Am I saying that right? NeoGP, thank you for that. The biggest barrier, I think, is true for all games, is just putting in the time. 100%. 100%. I read a book by a man called Malcolm Gladwell. And in his book, he talks about the amount of time it takes that's normal for someone that's at a master level to actually master a craft. And that every master of that craft has put in that amount of time minimally. So it's like, yeah, I believe that's true, man. You gotta put in the time. As long as you put in the time and you're willing to do it, and you're motivated to do it, you'll make strides. Galifianakis. Galifianakis. Gali, is it Gali? I thought it was Gallin. I think I heard of that as well. 20,000, 10,000. 10,000 hours minimum in order for you to master your craft. Have you seen his show Between Two Ferns? Is that the one where he interviews random actors and stars and it just becomes a fun time where they're just laughing at everything? I think that's what it is, right? You also need aptitude on top of time, IMO. Well, no, here's the thing. It's like, you got to understand that you could be a master at something, but not be close to the top, right? Because amongst the masters, there are masters, right? If that makes sense. Because it's like, even if you're, like, think about it this way. Chess. And there's a lot of grandmasters in the game. But the thing is that even amongst grandmasters, there's something called super grandmasters that could literally, in any day of the week, they would beat a regular grandmaster at a game of chess. And it's not even close. Right? Like, in chess, that does exist. The existence of a super grandmaster. And it's not to say that the grandmasters are bad at the game. It's just that the super grandmasters have broken into an upper echelon spectrum within that group of masters. So it's not that 10,000 hours or having aptitude is what it is, but to reach that point, right? If that's a certain, I guess, level of skill you want to be at, that's the bare minimum at that skill level. However, when you reach that spectrum, there is a upper echelon that you still can achieve if you put in the time or have to have aptitude, right? That's what I think. Because it's like, I don't think it's hard to master something, but it's hard to become the best at something. Because being the best means that you're constantly trying to improve and make it so that you're better than your peers, for lack of better words. My Skylines are at 3,000 and my Oni's at 2,500. It's a little bit more than that, but I'm rounding down because it's nice round numbers. Yeah, it's a show where you says really offensive stuff to the people to test their limit. Oh, man. I've seen clips of that on Reddit. Like, I think there was, like, not a highlight, but sometimes, you know, they'll have on the Reddit the clips of the really funny parts. And sometimes it's really out of context. Right? And it's like, dude, why is he talking smack to to freaking Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine? Stuff like that. And it's ridiculous because it's like you don't understand sometimes, and it's out of context. It's just pretty funny. I tried music, but time didn't fix it. Music is tough, man. Like, one of the things I would say for me, it's like that, Obsidian, is drawing. I can't draw to save my life. Right? It's like I just, you know, came to the understanding that I'm just bad at drawing. Right? And it's like, I can't do it, man. Like, whatever I do, I just can't seem to pick it up. Drawing is tough, man. Drawing is tough. Two people doing the same thing for 20 years doesn't mean they have the same level of skill or mastery. Some people have natural ability towards certain things and others do not. Yeah, that's true, right? It's why some people say that, you know, you could be a natural at certain things. But I don't think that lacking that natural aspect or aptitude prevents you from reaching the master territory. I feel like that's true even if two people do the same thing for 20 years, the skill levels are going to differ. Because they're not going to be equal in terms of the specific skill set that you need, but they're both going to be masters. One of them could be a super grandmaster, and the other one could just be a grandmaster. If it comes down to something like, let's say, chess. But then again, it's like, you know, I disagree. Okay, I'm not saying that the two are going to be equal. I'm saying that they'll both get really good at it. But one of them potentially will be better than the other. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's a field in which, like, there's levels to it. It's basically the best way to put it. There's levels to it. Because I feel like if anyone puts into time into anything, they'll get pretty good, or if not good at it. And it's just that if you were to compare to others, you might not feel that way. Because compared to what they could do, you can't do. So you feel like you're lacking. I know in software dev, some are hopeless. I guess that's yeah, I see that too sometimes when it comes to technology and things like that. But I feel like that comes from a motivational aspect. Like, they don't really care to be better or to grow in that field. It's tough for them to be better, right? Yeah. That's a good point, Winterborn. You could be great if you work hard, but you will never be as good as someone with natural talent that works just as hard. Yep. Because the best example is that I see it in basketball all the time. Because in basketball, when you're drafting players, one of the things you're basing your drafts on is potential. And that's exactly it. That's pretty funny. You have players that physically could be the best player in the world, but they don't put the work behind it because of their natural gifts. They become complacent. And because of that, they never actually achieve their full potential. Right? And it's basically that. So the best argument I could say for that is Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant literally is the persona that exemplifies that type of attribute. Mighty Stooge, hope you're doing well. See you over there. It's if you ever checked out Kobe Bryant, a lot of people just think, oh, he was naturally gifted. He was a beast because he was just good at the game. And what people don't understand is that Kobe was all around average. He is average height, 6'6", average body weight, average wingspan, average vertical leap. He can't palm the ball that well because his hands aren't that big. And he put in the work to develop the skills to make up for everything he lacked. Comparatively to Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter should have been better than Michael Jordan, right? Because Vince Carter has bigger hands. He's more athletic than MJ and potentially could upset him in becoming the greatest player of all time. We all know what happened to Vince Carter, man. He became a dunk champion. He was a beast, but he was never that good as a winner. I think we take this guy stinky. Right? And when it becomes to that, it's you have to understand the amount of work Kobe put in is what made him great. And he is the epitome of that idea that I'm trying to, I guess, pass on. I work in trades in the world. I've met people who have the time and should go back to trade school or try something else. I feel you with that, Neo. I think it's different, though, for when you do jobs compared to sports. It's hard to really compare something that you do as a job because a lot of the times, I've seen this in some of the jobs I worked at. They're doing the job because it pays well. Not because they're good at it, but because it pays well. And they don't actually care to get better. They're not looking to get a raise. They just want to do the bare minimum amount of work. And, you know, because of that, a lot of their skills are unpolished, unrefined. And it's kind of at that point a choice, you know? They don't want to work at it, even though that's what they do for a living. And yo, Geek coming in with the 22 months. Thank you so much, Geek. I see you over there. Welcome back to the city. Enjoy the emotes, the 20 dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. To be honest, comparing yourself to others tends to be detrimental to your own progress. 100%. That's the easiest way to make yourself depressed. Compare your progress with someone else. Regardless of how much you know about them or how little you know about them, there's usually a lot of things that you're either glossing over or don't understand that prevents you from fully understanding the picture, or you know, things that are intangibles, and it's tough, right? And it's because it's, man, how do I say it, man? It's there's always going to be someone that gets lucky, and when you don't get lucky, you're gonna feel like, why is everything against me? It's hard to really put into words, but that's kind of it. That's how it feels like from time to time. I know firsthand an awesome dude who worked hard for 15 years in IT and still sucked. Feels bad, man. Did he, I mean, working hard, but did he try to get better on his crafts, right? It's tough. It's tough. I could see, I know there's a lot of people in the world, though, that say a lot of things and actually don't do it. So maybe he wasn't really working on his craft. Probably had no natural talent for IT, feels bad. I think coding programming is a different story. It's just like a disconnect in thinking. I found coding tech is something that clicks for some people and others just doesn't, never quite well. I've heard about that. Like there is a thought process or a train of thought that they have to be able to achieve. And if they don't achieve it, they never get to that point in basically the development. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, they need to be able to think a certain way, for lack of better words. How's everyone today? We're doing pretty good, D. Just chatting around. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice week. Fair enough. I can't agree that sports versus jobs not the same aspirations. Yeah, 100%. There's so many people that have to give up on a dream because they wanted to do something XYZ and then they couldn't fulfill it. And instead, they just work a regular 9-to-5 job, right? Not because they want to, but because they have to make ends meet. And because of that, they're unmotivated, and it's tough. It's like how every grand champion in Rocket League feels like they suck at the game because they're comparing themselves to the pros. But GC is like 99th percentile of the player base. It's true. This is 100% true. It's like how a good example is people that don't make the NBA sometimes play for something called the G League, and not understanding that the players on the G League could probably beat us in a game of one-on-one. It's not even close, regardless of how good of a hooper we are. Right? It's true. One thing was that there was a viral video. There was a player called Lurk, dinner time, have a good one, pigeon. Is it pizza tomorrow or today? Pizza Fridays? Hope you guys still do that, man. There was a guy called Brian Scalabrine. It's funny, man. He averaged 2 points in his NBA career, and he was a third stringer, which means that he'll get like 2 minutes every couple games. Like, he doesn't get a lot of playtime. But he was at the gym, and some guys challenged him to a game of basketball, pick up one-on-one. And they're like, we could take you. You're a bum, dude. We watch you play. And these guys were not bad. Some of them were college players. Some of them were D1 athletes. Some of them were actually looking to get drafted. And they played one-on-one, and he just completely destroyed everybody. and the lesson of the story there was that just because he's bad compared to his peers doesn't mean that you're better than him. Because at the end of the day, the skills level, the floor, is so much higher in the league than everywhere else. That it just, you know, as a spectator, it's easy for us to go, oh, that guy sucks. Right? And it's like, it's so easy to say that. I'm a coder, and it takes a certain type of mindset and a way of thinking to succeed. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess every field does have certain requirements that if you can't meet, you're just going to be left behind. It's like that for me. I'm very good at anything I work at with your hands. Construction, woodworking. But anytime I say to learn how to draw, I'm just straight ass. Yeah, man, drawing's hard. Drawing's hard, man. One of the things I wanted to do as a kid was... so as a child, my parents loved going to the mall, and they couldn't afford a babysitter. So my mom would usually take me to go with her to the mall. So, you know, we take the bus, go to the mall. She does a lot of window shopping. Oh, that looks nice, trying things on, but doesn't really buy stuff all the time, right? It's normal stuff. And one of the things at the mall that I would see a lot is the grand piano, right? You guys, I don't know if you guys have those where you guys are at, but they have like a grand piano. Just randomly, some places in the mall. And, you know, the grand piano is cool. But sometimes you would have random people just walk up and play some nice music, and it's pretty nice. So one of the things I wanted to do was to pick up piano. I actually got a piano once I got a job. And it wasn't like a grand piano, it was one of those plastic ones. I just wanted to learn how to actually press the keys properly. And let me tell you something, man. It was tough. It was mad tough. I eventually gave up. I started developing carpal tunnel from working the office job as an accountant. And then tackling on piano on top of that. And I want to say I had bad form, probably. It made it impossible to learn, man. It made it impossible to learn. To the point where I was like, I'm just going to give up. It was tough, man. There are probably a lot of things that's like, hey, if you're not good at it, you might not ever succeed. I could see that. But yo, man, I want to believe in believe in that if you put enough time into anything, and if you're motivated to learn, absorb, and get better, that you will eventually will get pretty good. Where you could say to yourself, you're pretty good at it. I want to believe that, man. I want to live in that world. All right, so we need to do some math. This is exactly 6 generators right here. And the thing I need now is a power control station. So this is 91 tiles minus 12 tiles. And I need to be able to fit in a power control station somewhere. Without the power control station, I cannot actually add in the microchips. Theoretically, we have a lot more space down here. If you really, really want it, I think bar physics sports, where the gene lotto is much stronger, you can get it anything. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I feel you with that. You gotta have the certain body type structure for physical sports. 100% true. Like something like wingspan makes you a better goalie. Same with playing tennis. I could see that happening. If I could play the piano with a keyboard where the notes would be the letters, I feel like I could play a little. That's me too. I feel the same way. Because the thing is that I feel like I could download something like a music keyboard synthesizer and play it on my keyboard because I know where the keys are. But when I'm playing on a piano, my fingers are lost. I'm like, what am I hitting? I have to look down on the keys, which means I'm not looking at the notes. And then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna pick this up. It feels like that, man. It really does. So we have potentially 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we could potentially have a modified set here with some of the walls. Oh, I think that's what we do. Because I could do a 1, 2, and it would be right here. So we remove these two. Yeah, that works. I think I see it. If you're 5'3", you're never gonna be a pro basketball player. Shoutouts to Muggsy Bows. Shoutouts to Muggsy Bows, dude. The sub 6-footers be like that sometimes. Sometimes, man, you're really close to the earth. You know? What can you do about that? What do you do when you're really close to the earth, dude? Is there anything you could do at that point? Does this overheat? No, it doesn't. I could actually make this out of lead. Nice. Please don't get trapped. I don't want anyone to get trapped. Alright, it's out of the room, which is fine. So we have this. And then theoretically, I want... Oh, it's got to be like this. Because we have to seal these up into individual rooms. Fun fact, every basketball team has one relatively short guy because they have a faster reaction time to send a message. Interesting. Didn't know that's a thing, man. Yeah, 4, 39, 39. That's what, 78 plus 8. That's 86. Yeah, we could actually just push this out. And then if we seal this up, I think we get a proper room size, right? And then this becomes a pump area. So once we seal this up, we get a room size. Yeah, 93 tiles. All right. Because I want this to look a little bit better, we're going to do this, and then we're going to deconstruct. You need to get out, though, Ace Cow, before you get yourself killed. And then we will have ladders in the back. And then we want to deconstruct these three and put a door here. This becomes airflow tile as well. Just to make it look a little bit better. So it's going to look like that. We'll maintain the size. Now we have to do something similar on this side. Another thing we need to do is, I messed up. These should be mesh tiles. Mesh tiles at the bottom so the water just drips down. Aren't small players theoretically faster at accelerating? Isn't that a thing? Am I wrong? Aren't shorter players faster at reaching their top end speed, but they have a lower top end speed? Am I wrong with that? I'm not sure how that actually works. One, two, three. Oh, and then we do these two. Oh, does that work? So can we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or we do it here. We could put another spot here and put doors here. And then we have a control station here. And then we do... No, we only get 3 still. But then the top has nothing. I guess we could put transformers and smart batteries here as a result. That's probably going to be the play then, right? Transformer smart batteries. Gotta grab the Paku. I'm sorry. I want to take the dupes. Alright, so we will want to move the natural gas into here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, that's going to be fine. And we're going to need 6 hydrogen generators. 1... This one doesn't even go out to the edge. Idle city? I know, man. Everyone's idle. Feels bad, man. I don't know how I want to design this. I guess we could make it shorter, but it's not necessary. Could I have pushed this up a level? It probably would have fit, but I probably have the extra space and that's good. Okay, so airflow here because we want oxygen to go through. This is going to drip pea water. I could probably hold reservoirs in here. That's probably going to be beneficial. Keep the water cold. And then... I think we do something jank, man. I hate to say it, but it kind of makes sense. So it's going to be like this. That's going to be so jank, but it works. Oh, the problem with this is that I can't actually use this to tune up the... I would have to have something like that. Oh, the ATN's in a way. I guess I could do something like this. Put it in the back. And then the ladder's in the way. One, two, three, 4. We could keep that tile open. This could be smaller, doesn't really affect anything. Let's remove the ladders for now. Let's go to the stations. We need another one of these here. And then power. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this sealed. Let's cancel the hydrogen first. That's probably actually the play. I could actually put a fourth one here. It's probably not worth it, though. And then we seal this. This doesn't become necessary anymore. And I think we make them run outside on this ladder instead. I'm starting to see it. So, airflow, airflow. We have to run outside to use the power control station. And then, of course, we will have the liquid pump. We'll just center it. Random spot. And then with this built, we have 8491. Does it not have to be maximized on the tile spacing? Okay, we're going to need a liquid lock here. Probably want a airflow tile here just to run across. Seal this up if we can. And then I want to make this purified of all the other gases. So I'm going to have to fill this up with oxygen and then crush everything else. I might just vacuum it. Yeah, I'll vacuum it. Next thing we're going to need to do, we're going to tame the hydrogen vent right here. So sadly, we're going to remove this fire pole, even though it's very nice for us to utilize. Gonna start sealing it up. Gonna start sealing it up. I probably want to also remove this gas line. Or redo where it's going to be. Alright, so we also need smart batteries here. It doesn't have to be inside. I think this one fits really well right here. And then we could just use a joint plate right there. Same thing over here, right outside. So this means that the automation... should be like that. Same thing over here. Bedtime legit. Have fun all. Yo, man. Sleep well. Rest well. We'll see you next time, Napolinis. Thank you for stopping by and hope you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate all the things you looked up for us. And then this tile right here needs to be a joint plate. Same with this one. I think because this is maximum 20,000 watts, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 800, and then times that by 2. So that's 4,800. So we were still under 10,000 in the grand scheme of things. Okay, that's not bad. So we could keep this line then. So this goes here, that goes here. All right. This is gonna need a joint plate, most likely from here. And then this does not need power. It does need hydrogen though. I will get that in soon. This needs to be filled with oil. There we go. Alright, so this is gonna be connected to the transformers, which we'll keep up here. That's probably pretty fair. I might want to make a larger box for more transformers. We could even put the transformers at the bottom as well, as one of the options. 1, 2... Kind of, yeah, that kind of works. I might want to move the pump over then. Not bad, not bad. So this will need a shutoff control to the temperature. We'll do that later. We need auto bottle oil on this side. Some more mopping. Yo, man, ice keeps melting, dude. Feels bad, man. I shouldn't have swept the ice. Just causing problems for the dupes. And then technically I could do all 4 from the left side. I want to mine this from there though. Oh, floating ladder. We're going to have to build a ladder to remove the ladder. Feels bad, man. Right here I wanted to replace. Regular tiles for the run speed bonus. Once we get oil on... I mean, it's already a lock. I want to remove this first. Get the oil here. Hopefully we have enough. Oh, we're out. Okay, it's auto bottle then. Oh, it is on. Yeah, we're out of oil. Quote unquote, out of oil. It's probably gonna be here. I want to grab it from. Just pull it from the bottom. It's probably gonna be the easiest way. Oh, you could stand on an open door? That's kind of pog. This guy got the strats. And then we'll put a pitcher pump at the bottom. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. I could probably mop some up right now. I could probably just mop up this bottle. Oh, it's too much. 160. Ah, feels bad. I could just get started on the pumping though. And I could just use this line just to start the vacuum. Yeah, that's kind of what we want. Just to vacuum the area. And then we'll refill it back up with just oxygen so that we have a clean setup. Oh. But then we're still going to get CO2 because my duplicants are going to breathe out. Oh, that means I need suits coming into here. Alright, so... we'll make a little suit pathway. Feels bad, man. We need the suits. They gotta do what they gotta do. Little bit of idleness should be fine. Alright, time to vacuum that out. We're gonna make a little bit of a suit path. Shouldn't be too bad. And then on this side, we need to start dealing with the hydrogen. Alright. Still need to mine this out. Still need to mine this out. Nice, Marie. Look at all the water fall down. Gun Griffin, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Thursdays. I have a feeling that I missed something. Why vacuuming the gen room to fill with hydrogen? No, I'm filling it. I should fill with hydrogen, actually. That's probably smart, so I don't have to breathe it in. But I'm going to do oxygen instead. So I'm overpressurizing the room because I don't want polluted oxygen to spawn when the natural gas generators drip the polluted water. That's what I want to prevent. So I don't want any polluted water off-gassing if possible. So I need to remove the polluted oxygen first, because if this gets to the bottom, it's just going to allow it to spawn. And then because of that, I just want to remove the other gases as well. Okay. This guy farts. This guy farts. We're taking Frankie, regardless of how bad he is. Feels bad, man. The farters are uniting. 40 dupes right now. We need more. Alright, so I actually do want these connected. That's going to be a weird strap, but it's going to work. And then I will have to have some transformers. And then we'll have some small ones as well. We got to remove this tile for that then. The small wires are going to be utilized as well. Why not? And then that's all going to be heavy watt. And I could probably make this go through this way. Yo, Sonata number 8. How are you? Welcome on in. Happy Thursdays. I see. And protective water layer is... It's a little bit finicky to make stable and compact at the same time. I mean, we could use it, the water level, but I think pressurizing it is a lot easier. Doing well, man. How are you? I made some bad calculations. Feels bad, man. I thought we'd be able to add 100 dupes today, but I actually can't because I don't play long enough. Basically, in my 6, 7, 8 hour stream, I'm only going to get probably 70, 80 cycles through, which means if I have 3 dupes every cycle, I could only add 25. So I was hoping to get to 69 or to 100 dupes today, but I actually can't. So that's what we're going to be doing today, adding as many dupes as we can. It'll be fine, lol. Yo, man, I need to add the dupes. I need to do it. Alright, from here, we can start replacing some of the power generators. Which should be okay, I suppose. Let's remove these. Tile those up. I probably should do a weird dig like this. So that we could have airflow underneath these tiles so the CO2 just falls out. Oh, there we go. Too much oil, though. 700 kilograms. My god. I guess it's fine, though. And then we'll build some suit docks right here. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should be fine with 6 of these. Now, I do want to have another access point here for the right side, just to make it a little bit easier. And then we have the hydrogen event right there that we can sweep up. Is that water? That is water. Dude, even though everyone has soggy feet because there's water everywhere, no one's mad. It feels so much better than playing max difficulty. I don't have to sweat people stressing out anymore. Anyone in chat celebrating Halloween? Apparently it's happening right now or something. Halloween's happening right now. Y'all know what it is. We gotta do the pipelines inside later. I gotta make a design to get rid of the CO2 probably. And then I probably have to mop this up soon. Alright, so for the design, I believe I wanted to do this. And then the metal should be just iron. Oh, I don't have space for that on the side. Ooh, that's right. Because of how it works. A lot of people celebrate it all month. It's on the 31st, e.g. my wife. Oh no, apparently like some people celebrate the original Hallows Eve stuff and it's happening like today or tomorrow. Like after fall solstice, something like that. I don't know. Someone in chat was explaining it to me and I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense. So it's not on the 31st. I guess it's a different Halloween. Hallows Eve. Yeah. There we go. I probably mispronounced that. Feels bad. Apparently that's like today or tomorrow or something. I'm not sure. Because I've never actually done that before, so I don't know what that is. I guess I could relocate the storage box. It's actually not that bad, even if I have to. Yeah, so I guess what we should do now is figure out where I need to have my hydrogen stored at. I probably wouldn't mind it having it right here. So let's do another box. Let's do this. 4 tiles. And then liquid lock setup. Still vacuuming the insides, that's fine. Gotta make our storage setup for that. Idle dupes. Gotta keep sweeping, man. Gotta keep sweeping. And then we gotta just bust out all the rust right now. Ice water everywhere, man. My god. I do want it to relocate the rusty oxidizer. Ideally, it's better on this side. For us to reroute it over here, I'm thinking. Having it here is not bad, though. And I do need to relocate one of the pipelines for that. I was going to use this space, but it's probably not worth it now. I think we should go over to this side. So, how do I want to do it? I think we're going to utilize this pit to a certain degree. Is 20 derps at Cycle 365 a bit low? Honestly, some people just play with 16 dupes the entire game, so I don't think it's that bad. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I don't think it is. And I do want more space above it. I guess we go like this. Yeah, so we'll mine this out, and then we will build a platform, and then this is going to be the gas crusher. Yeah. Alright, we'll get that started with the rust. Some people play with 16 all the way through. 20 at 365 is not bad. I want to say it depends on if you're playing spaced out or classic start. But yeah, it kind of depends. Size of the asteroid, things like that. I run with 6 dupes for a long time. That's fine too. It depends on how you like to play the game, or scaling up, having things built fast. How much low is personal measure? Yep, Fluon is right, man. I'm very slow and deliberate though. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It just comes down to playstyle at that point. There's no such thing as a amount of dupes that you kind of want to hit as a sweet spot. If anything, I would say the amount of dupes you want to hit is probably 12 dupes, so that you could do the achievement. That's really it. Outside of that, it's, you know, not really necessary. I tend to stick around 6 to 8 dupes for a long time, since it's easier to maintain while I build everything. Yep. 6 to 8 is basically exactly 1 electrolyzer. That's usually why people do increments of 8 dupes at a time. 8, 16, 24, 32. And it's because you could get exactly 8 dupes per electrolyzer. That's usually the math behind that. Alright, nothing's running, right? Storing power means it's gonna break. Alright, that's good. Airflow leaks through. 20 dupes for colony achievement. Jebaited, you got me. I got you, I got you. Colony achievement, 20 dupes. Is there an achievement for 20 dupes? I don't remember that one. There's one for 12. Alright, grams, milligrams, depending on the gas type. And then we got to here, got the mining done. Okay, so that's a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we do this. Hey, there we go. Is it 20 dupes or something for opening the Terror Quest? The opening the Terror Quest doesn't have dupe requirement. 7, 15, 26 should make more sense. I can kind of see why, yeah. That's on the safe side. But theoretically, 8's like the sweet spot number because of that. Because not only is it that, but because you also have 4 bathrooms in a large washroom setup, right? You usually get 4 bathrooms like that, right? 4 sinks, 4 lavatories. And that's perfectly divisible by 8, right? Because 4 times 2 is 8. Or no, 8's divisible by 4. So it all evens out because of that. The room size, how the things line up for that. Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's no wrong way to play, though. Some things just happen to line up. That's really all it is. Some things happen to line up. Doesn't mean that that's the way to play, though. Multiples of 4 is my go-to. Yeah, it's pretty good. Multiples of 4. It's pretty... Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Damn it. All my dupes are on one schedule. Haha. Damn it. I'm making a new schedule. Alright. I forgot when I'm taking dupes, I need to make a new schedule for the new dupes. So we give them 5 hours so they get to the food on time. This guy is the OG schedule, and then we get relocated off to early birds. So then this is like this. And then that's pretty good. We'll move some people to the bottom one. We have 7 people per schedule. I want to go to 8. And especially the early birds need to get out of here. So now we have 8, 8, 8, and then the last one is empty. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have exactly 8 dupes per schedule. I need a new schedule. I could actually stack on a couple more because I am running 8 bathrooms. And with the 5 downtime, it should be long enough for everyone to be happy. Alright, how's the salt water? 40 degrees, not bad. We'll make some iron. We'll drip off a little bit more. Oh, this spilled out already. Pog slide. Let's go. So I could jump up and do this. And then I want to start mining this out. And I do want to mine out the top. So this is all going to be mined out. I don't think anything else is going to spill down here. So I might want to trim this completely. We need to fill up this tank. We could crack that. Crack this into that. And there's the stuff on the left I could still crack into. Like right here. They could spill down this way too. I'm not really bothered by that. But I do want to do this. Just to mine this out a little bit. We do need to work on the subsurface ocean eventually. And then we're going to exchange this water again somewhat soon. Nightbot going crazy in chat? Nightbot, don't mess around, dude. Nightbot needs the people to know about the straw poll in the discords. We're going to take the hatchling. And I got to wrangle him. Got to put him in jail. The critter jails. Wrangle the wild ones. Oh, they're gonna put him into here, huh? That's fine. We could groom that one. Yo, one time Mamba pooped his pants. It was a bad time. Oh, I can't go over here. Not smart. They actually can't reach the... I'm like, why is this taking so long? Feels weird, man. CMON is the command you're looking for. Come on. Mr. Pigeon, I believe that's what you're looking for. Hey, there it is, and Nightbot wins. That's what happens when you forget the command. Nightbot rigs it in his favor every time. He's like, you forgot? Yo, man, I'm about to take this guy's lunch money. If you forget the commands, Nightbot takes your lunch money. Watch out. Still vacuuming, not bad. We could do this side now. So the oil is good. Well, Team Gold. Oh man, should I do that today? I probably could. And then is this mined out? Oh, it is. So we want to have 2 tile gap. 1, 2, space, 1, 2. And then this is going to be 2 rusty oxidizers. And then we need to make a weird door crusher setup here. So we're going to have probably here, which means I need to mine out these 2 tiles. All right, CO2 and all that. So we're going to need power to come across the side. I don't want to take that line, even though it's pretty good. Is there another power source I could actually run off of? I don't want to do another... I mean, I could. We'll just be relocating this hamster wheel, right? That's coming off of here. Yeah, that's probably not bad. So that's going to be... another regular wire. And then this is going to be 1, 2. And then this one's always going to be locked. And then we're going to have a timer sensor, probably right here, and then a buffer sensor. Buffer always has to happen. This is always going to be locked. And then the automation is always going to be like this. And then I think we need an AND gate, right? And then we have to have element sensors. Oh, AND gate, OR gate. What a pain. And then we have to have gas element sensors here. And then we do that. We wait for this. And then we got to finish the door. Actually, the bottom's built, right? So we could go like this. Bottom's already locked. And then after we're done with that, we need a tile here. All right. Now we got to have... Oh, dude, this is full power already. My dupes are fast. They are not messing around. Power generation in seconds. We grab that. I think we're going to want a ladder here. Because we're going to want 2 gas pumps. And then both of these should combine and come out. Alright, so once it comes out, I wouldn't mind having 1 vent here. And then after that, this feeds out from that side. Okay, so this vent, this oxygen pipeline, we could probably transfer this line that's going into here from here. So this ends up going like this, I think. Because this line we could actually reroute to this side because we're removing this line. That's probably going to be the play. Alright, so we'll set that up for now. We won't pump yet, of course. And then we need this to be unbreathable gases, carbon dioxide or chlorine, OR gate and gate. This needs to be 7-7. The buffer gate needs to be 3 seconds. And then the bottom is just a door so that we don't displace the carbon dioxide or the other gases. We need to delete it. We got a smooth hatch right there, man. Feels weird, man. Oh, I gotta ranch those. I need to feed them metal for the achievement. I forget about that. Autosave lag. Alright, this is gonna be oil. Alright, so the ladder here is going to be replaced, which is why we're doing the tiles like that. It's going to be a little bit weird, but we're going to keep it like that for now. This is going to need power. We'll probably pull that from here. This shouldn't be too bad. Probably a regular power wire from a small transformer. It's probably going to be the play. So we get 2 large ones here, probably. Move that over. And then we get a small one next to it. Not bad, not bad. It's all CO2, I think, at that point. Pushing that out. Oh, more water spilling. That's not a good look, but you know what, man? We gotta utilize it somehow. We'll just pitcher pump that. Embrace the water. Okay, this needs a little bit of power. No rust or anything yet. That's fine. Okay, so power's good. We attach that. We don't want to power the pumps yet, though, because we need to have oxygen here first, and then we're just going to be crushing the gases in the meantime. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time with the 2 bins. And then we have a auto sweeper right here. And then we're just going to have salt and rust right there. Easy does it. Oh, there's pea water on the mealwood. That's not good. Alright, alright. Rerouting the oxygen. It's not too bad. All the ice keeps melting. It happens, though. All the pea water is just going to feed into the thimble reeds. And 10 acorns. Okay, we could continue the tree planting maneuvers. Getting a lot of acorns now. These are all rummaged already, right? Wait, we're going to demolish these. Okay, turn this off. Turn that off. Too much oil in the locks, but it is what it is. That's a vacuum. That's a vacuum. This now needs to be a vacuum. We'll just towel this out instead of pumping it. Water drips, of course. Every time. Oh, it's way too much water now. Ah, man. Okay, so we're going to have centralized power soon. We have only the need for 1 pump. And we're going to cool everything down with the AETN to make it a little bit easier for ourselves. So looking at the space we have right here, in case I need another... Oh, that's the wrong button. In case I need another liquid reservoir, just in case, so that I could always have storage space. I probably won't need it. We'll leave space for that, which means we have another space for another large transformer. And the reason why I want the small one is for the suits. Okay, this is just going to go straight through. Easy does it. Oxygen pipeline. It's probably going to come from here. We're going to eventually upgrade everything to insulated tiles that's transferring oxygen. So that's why we're going to have a regular to insulated. Insulated's going to stay put. A lot of the regular pipelines are just going to get replaced eventually. Oh, this is generating oxygen because of this side. Ah, didn't think about that. But yeah, that's true. There's no power over here, though. That's the sad part. No power sucks. Alright, so this is going to get power soon once this is start running. And we could put suits there, I guess. Oh, wow, we have suits ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. The oxygen can go into the suits, but they're not going to charge the suits until there's power. Looks like we do need a couple more, though. Aw, oh, come on. We could have did the second one, too. Wait, it's too hot? Are they picking up the igneous from the hot biome down there? That's possible. You know what? We're going to continue cooling down this area again by repiping it. Infinite pressure, let's go. We'll feed out some of the cold oxygen we have right here, just so that we could burn through it a little bit. And then we need... Oh, it's pressurized already. Sweet. We need here to copy and paste the storage bins. There we go. we'll do that for now. Some of the gases already went down, and we can start pumping. Grab that. Pump is going to go to here at the bare minimum, so we could pressurize the zones while still producing rust. So the rust has to be on this level. I might want to relocate that to here, so it's a little bit lower. We'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. Maybe I do want to give it more space at the bottom. That's probably a wise choice. So we will relocate the gas sensors. Oh, steel. That's not worth it. It's just metal. I'll take a dupe. This guy is crop tender. Does nothing. He actually does nothing. This guy actually has nothing to he really helps out with either. So we'll take Jean. Feels bad, man. Now, we did want to continue mining this area out. We'll have to do it from the respective sides. Please don't fall down. Oh my god. 5 dupes fell into the crack, dude. They're all gonna die. Jesus Christ, dude. What a trap. Oh, they're actually suffocating. Oh, no. We got some O2. Nice. Sweet, sweet. Climb out, boys. Climb out. These dupes, man. What are they doing? At least we have rust now. That's all that really matters. Alright, so I think what we will do is we will no longer pump. We will allow the rusty oxidizers to kind of just chill out here. So they could generate. Chlorine goes to the bottom, gets crushed. This way they don't generate as much oxygen, so it's a little bit cooler. Hey, Chastronaut coming in with the Prime. Thank you so much for using your Prime and choosing it to use it on me on my channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. And of course, welcome to the city. Enjoy the emotes, the 20 dice, and free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. I see you over there, Chastronauts. Let me know if you have any questions about the Onis. Otherwise, hope you enjoy the gameplay. Hope you're having a good Thursday today, though. Good sirs. And if I get the pronouns wrong or anything like that, man, please let me know. I feel bad about that. So we do need to trim this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do these two. Remove that. We need to remove as much rust as we can.